low volume arms on a Sunday. Let me show you exactly what I'm doing. All right, guys and girls, here we are at West Main, and I'm going to show you my low volume arm day. So, you know, in the past with all my arm days, and I'll get a chance to put an example of one right here, it's a lot of volume. It's a lot of reps, a lot of sets, and the goal here is just maximum pump. Well, the goal doesn't change of maximum pump, but through this period of my health phase, I'm trying to pare the volume down to the least amount, but still effective of amount of volume. So with today's arm day, as you'll see in a few minutes, is exactly what we did. So let's get into it, and I'll talk to you why I chose each specific exercise. All right, guys and girls, for triceps, what we're starting off the gate is gonna be a heavier push down, and that's gonna be an easy bar. I just love this, I connect to it, it feels incredible. And I'm just pyramided down the stack. So I started at 20 reps and just keep hitting 20 until you see me miss it here with, I think I had 150 pounds on the weight stack. And I'm going back and forth here with the overhead extension. Now, if you notice, I have this Mark Bell rope attachment that actually has give or play in the red part of the strap. So what this does is it really forces my triceps to contract maximally, especially under heavy load. So when the weight's light during my warm-ups, you don't really feel any difference in comparison to that strap compared to the Vulcan that I normally use. But once you get over 100 pounds, you can really start to feel that kick in and make your triceps do a ton of work. So what you'll see here is the overhead extension. I'm letting this drift by my head, get a good stretch, and then I drive it out to remove every bit of play within that strap. So by doing this, my triceps get absolutely blown up. So I did 4 total rounds there of back and forth, the last one being to absolute failure of both. Second rotation for triceps, and this is gonna be a rope press down. And the thing I like about this is I'm trying to just absolutely drill the lateral head, so that side head of my triceps, make it pop out. So you really see that detail and depth to that part of my tricep. So drive that down, spread the handles apart as far as I can, and really squeeze the lateral head. And immediately after I'm done doing that, just walk right over to the kettlebell incline skull crusher. And the great thing about this exercise is, if you notice, I really control the negative. I let it sit in the hole and feel that huge stretch to the long head and then drive up. So I did 3 total working rounds of that rope push down and the kettlebell extension. Chaz filmed the last one. Now, before I move on to biceps, what I want you guys to think about here is, it was like, Chris, I don't have kettlebells. That's cool. Use dumbbells, use an easy bar. Honestly, the attachment doesn't matter. You can do this on a cable system. Or if you don't have that fancy Mark Bell attachment, just use a Vulcan handle, use a rope. It doesn't really matter the attachment. What it matters is taxing the tricep. All right, on to biceps now. So this little warm-up exercise that you'll see me do, this is gonna be a very long set. I think Chaz told me it's over 3 minutes after we filmed it. I just take a single D handle. I start with 10 pounds in the weight stack, and I do 10 curls on my right arm and then 10 curls on my left. I go over, pull the pin, put it down to 20, and repeat. I just keep simply hitting sets of 10, going right, left, change weight, right, left, change weight with no rest until I miss 10. So for me today, that was, by the time I got to 40, I think I got 8, 8.5, 9 reps. And then what I do there is, after I miss on both sides, I simply cut that weight in half. So today, like I said, I had 40, I immediately drop down to 20, and I do the same thing, go right arm to failure, left arm to failure. And this is a great way to warm my biceps up, but also just get a mega pump. So if you're looking for something to really be time efficient with your warm up and at the same time really blow your arms up, this is the number for it. crossbody hammer curl. Now, I told you a few videos ago of arms, and I'll get him to tag it there. I was gonna get these 50s uber controlled because I had a ton of people just be nasty and put hate on the form I was using when I was with Alex that day. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna get those 50s again, and it's gonna be spot on. No heaving, no momentum, just dominating those reps. And that's what you got today, 10 of them. And that's why when I set them down, I flick the camera off, because honestly, I know a lot of people hate and really melt when people say that it's absolute garbage to them. Dude, I fucking thrive off of that shit. I love it. Bring it on. Give me something to chase. Back offset here with the 30s, nothing fancy, doing the same thing, just lowered weight, really nailing the contraction even more so than I did with the 50s. I think I ended up getting 15-ish. And then last thing of the day here, guys, is gonna be a stretch curl. I did a top set with 40. I did the back off with 30. And the premise here is just opening everything up, stretching those biceps out, getting a nice, good contraction, and then into a full stretch. So I did 2 sets there. So if you look for biceps, you can count that as one giant set. 2 sets for the hammer, and then 2 sets there. So I did 5 sets for biceps, and my arms were crushed. At the end of this total day, I think in terms of by the time we started filming to the time we are doing this, it was like 45 minutes-ish. And the goal here, guys, again, as I said, the least amount of volume I can do while still getting a massive pump. Now, when I get back into my normal growth phase, guess what? All this volume will start to climb up. But as of right now, I'm keeping this low volume, really trying to be ultra targeted and being very specific. And every exercise I choose is with a purpose. So what we want to think about here is I'm not having any wasted movements. Everything is done in the effort to grow as much as humanly possible. So for me, in this phase right now, low volume, mega pump, and that's what we're after. If you like this video, guys, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, Christmas TV.